You know, so I don't see it going 12 for that reason. But I can see Crawford getting stopped.
You just said Bud gonna stop Spence. What you just said?
I said it's a high probability. You just said the fight ain't going 12, so somebody got to get stopped, right?
But
so
I ain't saying who though.
Early on,
yeah,
Crawford better be careful. Like 80% be careful, 75, 80% be careful, right? Until he gets rhythm, you know what I'm saying, and then he lock in after 6 rounds or after 8 rounds. Spence better be careful. And there's no such thing as Spence being careful. He know how to get in there and break you down. He a snowplow. He gonna run straight through anybody, especially if he has to, right? But with the punch selection to Crawford, you got to be real careful in trying to pull something off like that with him.
He'll sneak something in there.
Yeah, he'll sneak something in there all day, and they all coming with power. So it's more of.
But Dre, I don't think they got the same kind of power.
No.
I think I ain't been in there with either dude, but I think from what I see from EJ, it's a thudding power that drains you. Like hurt you if he's right, and then he can put it out. But Terrence is more like a whip, like
snapping power. Yeah, all of this punch is gonna be crisp. Why? At the same time, like he can loop it up, and he'll bring around the hook, open it up with it. You know what I'm saying? But then it's funny because most cats he catch walk right into him. Yeah. You know, they always there, and he'll sneak up just like he caught Benavidez with, put him down. Yeah. Right. And so in that notion, man, I just feel like EJ is going to be in a lot of trouble after 8 rounds, regardless of how the fight is going. It's not all about just being a pressure fighter with Terrence Crawford. You can't be that.
Can he do that?
I mean, only person that can is Spence, right? But it's still gonna be dangerous. That's the bottom line. It's still gonna be dangerous. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like Crawford is gonna be in this groove, and he gonna cancel the contract before 12, man. That's just my assessment.
Dang.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Man.
We all see a stoppage. Everybody see a stoppage. Nobody seeing this go 12. At the same time, this is the crazy thing. At the same time, both of these cats, man, listen, you couldn't imagine. you couldn't imagine one of these boys being tapped out before 12. Yeah. Right? It's really hard to see that.
I think it's gonna be nothing like when somebody quit. I just think they're gonna, you know what I'm saying, you get hit with a shot, bro. If the right follow-up come, it could be over. You looking up like, what happened?
Yeah. On either side.
My question for Spence, like, so I think going into the fight, one of the big talking points is Terrence Crawford can do more. He can make adjustments, right? People think that Spence is a one-trick pony. He gonna do one thing. My question is, if Spence starts stepping, if he come to Crawford and I'm feeling a certain kind of way, I know he can make adjustments. I've seen him box and do different things. He did it a little bit with Sean Porter. But will he try to make adjustments, or will he just keep fighting fire with fire the whole time? That's the question.
That's Spence.
That's who he is.
That's Spence. Yeah, when he fought Mikey Garcia. Now, a lot of the cats said he displayed boxing ability. Me, on the other hand, I said he moved around quite a bit, and then he stopped to take action like he always does. You know what I'm saying? But like, not to say he don't have boxing ability, not to say he can't find his range. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He's more of, once I get in my mode, or once I find that rhythm, you're in trouble. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He's dominant. He's dominant, man. He has. It's almost like when he's locked in, and when he knows he has a guy in trouble, man. A force field it comes over his body, and he walks through you with bricks on his hands, and he breaks you down. What he did to Ugas totally blew my mind, man. Like, he sold me on a couple fights, a couple way before that, right? But still, Ugas, man, was a tough cookie, man, and he walked through Ugas, man. Not walked through him. He took some shots. Now he took some punishment. But, man, he did what he did to Ugas, man. It really sold me, man. But Terrence is not a guy who's going to stand there.
Nah.
He doesn't stand there. He's not going to fight fire with fire if it's not necessary. He can make that mistake early, trying to find his rhythm. You know what I'm saying? And that's the only time he's going to be in trouble.
Yeah.
But once he's locked in, the right punches are coming. His timing is on point. It's his foot movement, angles, the whole nine. Spence is going to have to deal with all of every element Crawford has to give. I think Crawford is going to be at his best. You see his mentality today? I mean, at the press conference?
He got to be.
Yeah, absolutely. You see his... So peep this. Spence got that same mentality, right? I'm going to just walk through and crush and dominate anybody I get in there with, and he usually does, right? He's making a big mistake with having that same mentality with Crawford. It's almost like he's not even thinking about being careful. He just going there to take care of business like Spence always does, right? Like, we don't care about the undefeated, right? We don't care about not only care about two dominant fighters. We don't care about the fact that Crawford hasn't fought anybody like Spence has fought somebody, right? What I care about most about this fight is the mentality these boys bring to the ring. It's hard to tell because both of these guys have identical mentalities, man. They're hungry, they're dogs, and they're willing to, and they're gonna break down their mom if they had to in that ring. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's making this fight so exciting. That and the fact that Terrence can be the first guy to become the two-time undisputed world champion. You know what I'm saying? In two different weight divisions.
See, now you gonna have somebody calling your phone. Think about what you just said.
What?
You said the first.
Yeah, but that's what they saying.
The first what? The first male.
Yeah. The first male. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Phone, right?
Come on now. I ain't gonna forget about her.
He will be the
She
first
gonna be cussing me out too.
But bro, look. What about the punch though? This is my thing.
Yeah.
Both fighters been buzzed. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
They both got great chance.
Yeah.
Not about buzz. It's how you recover.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see what happens, bro. When Errol land that big shot.
Yeah.
And that big shot. I want to see what happens.
Yeah.
I do believe they both got that mentality. They've displayed that throughout their careers, but I want to see that mentality on display in the fight.
Yeah.
Like I know being a fighter, certain moments. Like, bro, they both tired right now. Now I'm really watching it. I'm leaning in to see how they gonna respond. And you know what, man? I seen Bud hurt him. I seen Spence hurt Bud. Nobody know, but I seen it. Now I'm trying to see how he respond. Them the moments, like for me in big fights, and I know that's like real, like granular for people. They just like, just knock them out. But for me, I'm leaning in and I'm looking at those empty moments like that. Like, bro, I not seen your leg wobble. Now in the ring, I'm trying to see how you come back out this next one. Those are the little battles that win the war.
Yeah. And those are going to be the ones, the little battles that each other count on, you know what I'm saying, as the fight progresses. Like, if you see a leg wobble, if you see something a little off, I think either fighter is going to take full advantage of that because they know they in there fire with fire.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and again, that's what's just making this fight so dynamic, so explosive, so exciting. Like, this is honestly, man, the biggest fight in the past decade, man. Like, when it comes to just all, when it comes to all, and this is why we can eliminate the, like, even for you, like, even because I heard you say this too, like, Terrence hasn't fought the guys that Spence has fought. Like, that's a factor, right? But is it really a factor when it comes to the mentality? We talked about, well, this ain't nothing that's been public, but we talked about this before early on.
I'm not a Terrence Crawford. I don't bash Terrence Crawford. I'm not saying you saying
no, you didn't bash. Yeah.
No. I'm just saying, like, for me, Terrence has it. He don't have a lot of name guys, but he got solid dudes on his resume.
Absolutely.
He got solid dudes on his resume.
Absolutely. And the way the way he handled Porter, and Porter, my guy. I've always supported his podcast, always supported him. We sparred each other early on. Before he even turned pro, we worked with each other. He was down in Flint. with us, man. We did a lot of work, man. You know what I'm saying? And what he did, he was losing the fight. I had him losing too.
Me too.
So
He mad at me to this day, like, bro, I said, bro, you was down.
Yeah, he was. He honestly was down. You know, I told Crawford he's my favorite fighter. I've been told him this. You know what I'm saying? But I call a spade a spade. Yeah. You know, he was definitely down. But how he handled himself after that happened, bro, like that's who Terrence is, man. You know what I'm saying? So, huh?
He stepped it up.
Yeah, he stepped it up. And they both know how to do that. But EJ is one speed. Like, and once his motor's on, we know what it's gonna be. Crawford, man, it could be one of a few things, man. Not just the angles, the shot selection.
I'm gonna say this real quick, and I'm gonna shift gears.
Yeah.
Like in a big situation like this, I try to always leave a little bit of room for a great fighter to rise to the occasion to show something he ain't shown yet. That's for me. Like, I call it like I see it, but I leave a little bit of room because on special nights like that, you ain't never called up before.
We're gonna need that from Spence.
You're gonna need it really for both of them.
This ain't no one-sided pick for me. I don't want to sound like I'm just all Crawford, right? Like, it's a dangerous fight from bell to bell, minute to minute, second to second, right? But
the Super Six in a second, because I'm getting people saying, man, talk about the Super Six. Go ahead, finish your thoughts. Go.
Absolutely. Yeah, man. I ain't gotta take it nowhere else, man. Like, I'm just excited for this fight. I believe, like I said, I believe Crawford is gonna be in danger for a full 12, just like EJ gonna be in danger for the full 12. So this is not an easy selection, but if I had to choose sides, and I have all of these valid points in doing so, you feel me? So, like, understand, I broke down why I feel like he's gonna get the victory, and I feel like that's what we're gonna see tomorrow.
Yeah. Let me ask you this about the Super Six, bro. You want to know? Did you think when we signed up for the Super Six, did you think we was gonna fight?
Absolutely.
You thought we was?
Yeah, I did. Like, my grandfather wanted us to fight last. You know what I'm saying? He really wanted us to go toward the end, not last, but he wanted us to go toward the end. You know what I'm saying? And that wasn't something that happened. But what happened in the ring with me, with Abraham, man, happened, and it destroyed everything. And my career, you know what I'm saying, had its ups and downs from there. But it taught me a lot, man. Like, I think it would have been an extreme pleasure for us to step in the ring together, man, for real. We did it one time in sparring, and it was a match. You know what I'm saying? But that's as much as
sparring match. I think in that sparring match in Colorado, we probably like 2-2. We scored like 4 rounds, like 2 rounds apiece.
Yeah. It was tight. Like, I felt your power. I felt your snapping power. Your timing was really well, man. And how you tried to adjust to my style, because I was everywhere. I can move left, I can move right, I can shoot from different angles, you know what I'm saying? So, like, it was still hard trying to find a shot on you. You know what I'm saying? I found a few, but then I get away with that, and then you'll get yours. You'll find a way to get it right back. You've always had the mentality. You've always had the mentality. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man,
it's crazy because I got into the Super Six. I didn't, it was weird. It's a weird tournament. Like, I'm like, I almost didn't show up. Remember, I didn't show up to the first press conference.
Oh, yeah.
New York, because I was in Mexico, and I'm calling home, and Jay, my manager, he like, nah, it ain't gonna happen, man. They tripping. All these promoters getting together. I'm like, are you sure? He like, nah, it's not gonna happen. Then boom, I start seeing y'all at the press conference. They like orders and no show. I'm like, man, what's up, Jay? They fighting. And then like, man, you got to get home now. I'm like, man, but Jay said I'm not. So boom, long story short, we flew. I mean, we drove back to San Diego. I had like a double ear infection. I got sick, everything. Went home to the Bay, unpacked my bag, packed another bag, and I met y'all in Germany. I flew overnight to Germany.
Yeah.
But bro, like, Verb and your grandfather, people don't know, they was close.
Yeah.
It was real close. And they was trying to figure out a way for us not to fight. They're like, man, our boys ain't going to fight. They're going to have to pay a lot more money. And Verge was trying to put that in me. Like, man, y'all ain't going to fight. Y'all ain't going to fight. And I remember, like, I had to tune Verge. I was like, man, we probably going to fight. We in this tournament.
Yeah.
Like, I keep my mind right because I thought it would be a great matchup. But we came up together. I didn't really want to fight you like that. You know what I'm saying? We like brothers. We like, man, we came up together. So it was like, and I knew we had already agreed to the money, so it wasn't no more money gonna be made. You agreed to the money in the Super 6 early.
Right.
Verge and Bumper was trying to undo it. Like
he was all in cahoot. Yeah.
And me, I was like, I was telling Verge, like, I got to get my mind right, bro, because dude coming. I ain't even gonna start thinking we not fighting none of that because he coming. I knew you was coming.
Man, we needed you in there too, man, because it was us versus the Europeans at the time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a lot of big stuff being talked about. Like, and you know how I go right here, even in America. And I hate to say it, man, but you know they don't give us our just due, especially in Young and Black. You know what I'm saying? We have Froch Kessler and who else on the other side? And Abraham, right? Froch Kessler and Abraham, man. Three killers, man. And man, we took care of business. At least 2 out of 3. You know what I'm saying?
They just had us there to make it interesting.
Yeah, they did.
Like,
they did.
I pulled up to the press conference in Germany. I'm looking. I'm like, are they really like this? A joke? Like, and I remember going back to my room and telling Verge, like, Verge, they don't. He said, how was it? I said, they don't think we gonna do nothing. He's like, what you? I said, man, everybody they looking at Froch, Abraham, and Kessler. Like, they thought Kessler was really gonna win it, but